we have no camera restrictions on this tour. Use all the flash photography you would like. In fact, that first picture you may want to take is coming up, way up high in the sky off to your right. That's the official symbol of the Disney MGM Studios, our award-winning Earful Tower. Now that tower stands a lucky 13 stories tall and is capped off with a set of Mickey Mouse ears that weigh in at a whopping 16 tons. Now just in case there are any trivia buffs on board, that Santa Claus hat up there, that is a hat size of 342 and 3/8. A little bit closer to the ground, the row of colorful vintage cars makes up our motor pool, one of our larger box storage areas. Those cars were all used in the movie Dick Tracy, starring Warren Beatty and Madonna. And airports across the country do this twin-engine turboprop airplane as 234FN or 234 Mickey Mouse. Now is in the Twig and Leaf. And you can see more than 160 of these marvelous creations throughout the Walt Disney World property. Here. Be sure to look for the actual costumes on display that were worn in the movies. Pretty Woman, What's Love Got to Do with It, Sister Act 2, and The Rocketeer. We've also got some costumes from those lovely ladies in television, the Golden Girls. Now here in Florida, we are very proud to say that we have the world's largest working wardrobe with more than 2.5 million garments. And that number keeps growing each and every day. Next are some of our more technical areas. This first room belongs to the lighting and grip department. From here we can produce 3.5 million watts of light for a production. That's enough power for commercials, film and training videos, and even feature films. The most recent being Passenger 57, starring Wesley Snipes. And back over to your left, that last area I'll be passing by is the scenic shop. This is where Carpenter's construct and maintain a lot of the sets used in the studio. Now, it's not uncommon for us to find props to go along with these sets in antique stores, flea markets, or even garage sales. But if we can't find what we're looking for, we can always build them. Now, our carpenters also build sets that can be used over and over again, and these are referred to in the business as a standing set. Now, a standing set could be as simple as this guard check. A check could also be as elaborate as an entire house. In just a few moments, we'll be looking at some pretty unusual homes. Now, when production crews travel from cities and towns looking for places to shoot on location, they often have to deal with a lot of things. That for residential street or just facades or false fronts, there are no insides or backs to any of them. Take the sign out front of the first one. It says it all. It's really an open house. And safe. All the homes here on Residential Street have been built to reflect different styles of American architecture because different scripts call for different types of neighborhoods. For example, if we were shooting in the Northeast, we might have chosen that first Pennsylvania Dutch-style home for a winter holiday scene. It's here. It's where the flyers meet to eat. Parked out front, you can see the GB airplane, which appeared to have been flown by that movie's hero. Actually, it's just a good example of a large-scale prop that was never even designed to get off the ground. We'll see some more of that coming up. Trains, buses, jeeps, motorcycles, helicopters, and even spaceships. First long black jet speedboat is Disney is a 100 lines of Blackjack Savage, starring Dana Hughes, Kelly, and Art Ethel, and perform managers. Blue helicopter cockpit is from Blue Thunder, starring Roy Scheider. A black vintage car with green spokes is from The Untouchables, starring Sean Connery and Kevin Costner. Now there's an interesting story about that airplane tailpiece. See, we were looking for a prop to use in the great movie ride for the big Casablanca scene. They found this plane out in Texas a few years ago. It looked like it fit the part, so they went ahead and bought it. Later, after doing a little more research on both of those planes, though, they found that the two serial numbers matched. And it's actually the same plane used in that 1942 classic starring Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman. The three blue Plymouths are all from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. They show 3 different stages of destruction of the same car as it was blown up and tuned down. There were actually 7 cars used in the sequence. Now, can you guess which one of those 3 Roger got his hands on? Homemade convertible. Never let a tune wreck their car. Well, our tortured red Charlie car is also from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. If you look close, you can see it's actually a modified city bus. Those are fiberglass coverings that cleverly hide the bus's tires. These 2 silver space buses from the 1986 film Flight of the Navigator. The 2 push carts and the bobsled are our newest additions. They're from the movie Cool Runnings. Jamaica bobsled team, still on the theaters. The 2 futuristic-looking police cars are from Blade Runner, starring Harrison Ford, Gerald Hannon, Rutger Hauer. And the Mother Goose house is from Mother Goose's Rockin' Rhymes, which air on the Disney Channel with Shelley Duvall. If you take a look across the canal, you get a real backstage view of Residential Street. And like I said, there really isn't a lot of privacy in this neighborhood. All the architectural details, including the shingles on the roof, only go as far as what the camera needs to see. Now, coming up is a rather large standing set modeled after an actual canyon in Southern California. We like to call it catastrophe. catastrophe canyon because of all the disaster films that are filmed there. We're supposed to be going around to the back side of the canyons today, and Randy, you're calling the wrong...
I'm sorry about that, Meredith. I just got a call from the production manager on the radio. He said that in between takes right now, they just wrapped up this one shot, so we can go in inside while they're resetting everything.
I was out here last week speaking with the director of this film, and he told me this set actually took about 6 months to build. That's a lot of time to spend on one set. If you consider how long it would take Mother Nature to build something like this, I think 6 months is kind of reasonable. Well, good, we're stopping. The tanker truck up there is a good example of a large-scale problem like we just saw in the loan yard. It wasn't easy to get in here, though, since they couldn't drive it across the ravine and had to be hoisted up over the canyon wall and then lowered down into place. Now, if you remember earlier, I said we could control the weather on the backlot. Well, this scene calls for the major downpour, but since time is money in the movie-making business, we can't always wait on Mother Nature. Now, they have a rain effect that's caused by the large high-power spouts located at the top of the canyon instead of came a rain. It drops the water in this is the rain effect I was telling you about. Notice the water gets dropped in the swirling crisscross motion to give it a more realistic effect. Doesn't that look real? We could probably be going now. People want to take... Mr. Director, cut, please! Mr. Director! Cut! Hold on. Randy's gonna get it. Big long floppy ears or a little fuzzy tail like our driver Randy. White